Rap Diaries. Rap Diaries. Rap Diaries. Rap Diaries. Rap Diaries. What's up, everybody? This is season 3, episode 1 of Rap Diaries, where we talk all things rap, hip hop, and music industry. We are your hosts. I'm Chris L. Sucio.
And I'm J.K.Forreal.
And today we have a very special guest. She's a very skilled artist, rapper, singer, entrepreneur. And she came by to show Delaware some love. If you don't know who it is, it's Zookie Baby.
It's Zookie Baby. Give it up for Zookie. Calm down, y'all. Calm down. Sorry, the audience be kind of, they be going, all right.
All right, they're good. So he's gonna hop in with a question. So how'd you come up with the artist name?
Oh, for real, I ain't come up with that. My folks, Ryan, yeah, he from out the way too. He was just like, I had a job when I was like 14 years old. He was like my first boss, and he was like, everybody here got a nickname, and I was like, all right. He was like, by the end of the day, you gonna have a nickname, and I was like, all right. He was like, oh, I got it. It's gonna be Zookie, and I was like, all right. And then I don't know. He started calling me that. Everybody just started calling me that. So it just stuck for real.
Dang, did he say like what that's from or like where, like?
Nah, I don't know. You gotta talk to him about that. I don't know for real. Then like the baby came because that's just how we talk. Like where I'm from, like, oh, that's my baby. Oh, there go my baby right there. So like I'll go do shows and I'll be like, yeah, Zookie Baby. Like I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying in a certain way, but they took that as that's how I'm introducing myself. So that's how the baby got added on to that for real.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you get started in music and rap, hip hop?
Oh, it just everybody in my family, not everybody, but a lot of people in my family do music. So I just like grew up around like my dad. He played like a lot of different instruments. My brothers, they play a lot of different instruments, and I just wanted to jam with them. I remember watching them jam, and I was just like, man, they wouldn't let me jam with them. They was like, you ass, bro, like go sit down somewhere. Like I was fucking shit up and shit. So I was just like, man, I just really wanted to jam with them. So I just kept working on it, and I was really singing like in the church choir and all that.
Okay.
That was like my lane when I first started doing music was me singing. I was in like all state choirs, like heavy in the choir in my schools and stuff. But I had met my friend Bang. He actually do video. I don't know if y'all heard of Bang. Bang Jackson. He do a lot of videos out here.
Okay.
And he rap too. He do music too. So he would like tell me like, yo, come over. Like I remember I put out this song. He's like, yo, I really like that song. I was like, man, that shit ass. You ain't fucking with that shit. Like that shit. He's like, nah, I really like that song. So he's like, yo, you gotta come over to the studio. I'm like, oh, I was just so intrigued. He was telling me how he had the stew at the crib. I'm like, oh shit, you got a stew at the crib? That's hard. So I'm going to the house. He like the first person I met with like, and we like 14, 15 years old at the time with like just like the whole setup, and he just really intrigued me. So I just really started hanging out with him a lot. And he was rapping and shit, and then he made me feel like I could rap for real. So he was like, yo, like I want you to write something to this, and I was like, nah. He was like, nah, come on, you got it. So I had wrote something. He boosted me like, yo, that shit hard, you gotta put that out. I was like, oh yeah. So then like he would just always ask me to rap. So I just started rapping and shit. Before you know it, like I was like, yo, I like rapping. Like I think I can hang with these niggas, man. I'm about to start rapping, and that's kind of how like the whole rapping thing came about for real. Cause I really wasn't like trying to rap for real. That shit just happened.
And that was like 14, 15. You said.
Yeah.
Been rapping since then.
Yeah.
Shoo.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask you your age now, so we got.
I'm about to be how I'm gonna be 31 in like 20 days or like 10 days. My fault. Like
so
10
you've been
days.
rapping more than half your life.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Real shit.
Man, it's like what you do.
Yeah. Real shit.
Dang, I feel like I had a follow-up question on that, but if it comes back, I'll ask it.
All right.
All right. So you're from Delaware. You live in Cali now. What inspired the move to Cali? Or
For real, like I was like doing a lot of shit out here in Delaware, and I was just really appreciating the vibes and all that. And then like my last year before I had moved, I was flying out to Cali at least like once a month. I was getting like certain opportunities, certain like gigs, and just different like opportunities really like, and even working, SAP was bringing me in on stuff. So it just kind of made sense or whatever. By the time that end of the year came, and I was just kind of like, damn, like how can I expand this shit in Delaware, like the way I want to expand this shit. Like, so I started doing my own research on different marketing and like just different things I could do out LA and stuff, and it just kind of made sense for me. I was like, all right, you feel me? Let me take this out there and see like how I can expand this shit even more, because I felt like I was doing so much in Delaware, like damn near checking off everything on my list that I, wanted to do. Like a lot of niggas I was looking up to type shit. I'm like, oh, I see y'all up there. Even like the Ladybug Festival. I remember like I was watching somebody, I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, I want to do the Ladybug Festival. A couple years later, I did the Ladybug Festival. You know what I'm saying? So shit was just like, all right, what else can I do?
Yeah, you did everything you could
Right. So that's why I was just like, when I was going back and forth from here to Cali, it was just really inspiring me for where I was being put in rooms that I never thought I'd be in. So I was just like, I knew like, and when you're not there, it's out of sight, out of mind. So it's like niggas like, yo, when you coming in town, they not gonna wait on me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm missing opportunities just from like coming back home, trying to, balance everything out. And it was just like, nah, let me do that. So I just, got everything in place here. I had my little team here. I still had my brand ambassadors here, kicking out, pumping out the Zookergy and all that. And I was like, yo, we gonna try, run it up out there real quick. And then for real, when I originally went out there, I was only supposed to be out there for 3 months.
Okay.
I was never like all the way like, oh yeah, I'm about to move. I was like, nah, I'm about to be out here for like 3 months. You feel me? And let me fill it out, because I got my daughter too, so I didn't want to like uproot her if I'm not all the way secure with it.
Right.
So after like the 3 months, I was like, oh, this shit lit. I was like, I ain't going back. Like, yo, this shit lit.
Trial is over.
Yeah. I was like, nah, I ain't going back.
She said, I ain't going back.
Nah, facts.
Can't go back.
Yeah, real shit.
And what did that? I guess the first 3 months of you being out there, what did that look like for you?
Man, I was in the studio like every night for real. Like Sab had me in the studio with everybody, like just like whether it be me writing or just catching a vibe, working on like different music, also just performing in bigger like venue. Even the bag then went up, and I'm just like coming out there. I don't have a draw out there. I don't have like a big draw out there. I don't have a big fan base out there. A lot of my fan base is here, so the fact that I'm able to go there and still put a ticket on certain stuff and like it's respected and valued, like that to me was like, oh shit, like they fucking with me. Yeah. Like, yeah, I gotta keep this joint going. And just like the different connections I was making, people was like pouring into me like how Sap poured into me. Like, and it was just making me feel like, yo, like, nah, I gotta lock in with them. Like I wanna figure this out more. I wanna like tap into this more. So the first 3 months was just crazy. It was overwhelming, but in a very good way. Yeah. Like, it was just every night I was doing something. Even on top of that, too, for real, like, because mind you, I'm from here. I ain't never really gone nowhere, like, never really, like, been, like, I don't know, just, like, out party. Like, I'm not really, like, a partying type or whatever. Yeah. So I think, too, just, like, I got a little caught up in the first 3 months for sure. I was going out. You know what I'm saying? My friend had me at the strip club.
Caught up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was just a lot going on for them first 3 months. And it was just, like, I was doing a lot of stuff I never got to experience before. And it was just, like, oh, this shit lit.
Yeah. And then are you planning on
out there?
You planning on staying out? I can't even talk. You planning on staying out there for a little while longer, or like, what are you thinking?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, so for real, like my plan right now for real is well, not even my plan. This is my goals that I have. My long-term goals in life right now is I'm definitely going to be out there for probably like another 5 years, maybe 3 at least, just because I feel like I'm not all the way like cemented out there yet. And then my plan is I want to come back here, dedicate like at least a year here to open up a business. Okay. Just like from everything I learned out there, just taking certain stuff that I like acquired out there and bringing it back here, like as far as even like the peer space, just like having like a artist coalition out here where it's like, y'all know how the DJs got the DJ coalition. I want to do an artist coalition out here where it's like a bunch of artists where we have an in-house, like we got an actual building, we're exchanging resources, we able to provide marketing, different workshops, we got photographers there, we got the peer space, just a bunch of different resources that artists can use, and kind of like on some like Rec Philly type shit for real, but like in Delaware, and like just on a whole other level, just shit that like I learned out there. I want to bring that shit back here. I want to have a lot of shows and just really get the people that I know, like that I know fuck with me too, that are willing to like help me, get certain shit in motion for real. Like that's my plan. I want to be able to come back here, dedicate a full year to just opening up a building to really like get back and like help my community out for real. But like on some artistry shit. Yeah.
Another episode we were talking about the importance of building up a home base first.
Yeah. Yeah, because some niggas, they be skipping. They be like, oh, like if I would have moved to L.A. without doing what I did here first, I would have not known what to do. Or I would have had to do the same thing that I should have did here in L.A. And it would have been a lot harder. because it's
Yeah.
like, nigga don't know me.
You know, less people. Right?
Yeah.
Fewer people.
Nah, real shit. And the fact that I go out there and I have, like, you can, even some of the people that I connect with out there, they automatically, they don't look down my resume. They look at my Instagram. They're like, oh, she got rapport. She got fan base. Oh, she got this. We can fuck with her.
Yeah.
And it's real reports, and she ain't got no bots. You know what I'm saying? So other people, it's like you don't build that up yet. You don't build up that real rapport. It hurts you in the long run. You paying for likes, you paying for this. That shit hurts you. That shit make other people look at you like, oh, I cannot take you serious because you're not taking yourself seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Trying to take shortcuts.
Nah, real
You
shit.
can't take shortcuts. You gotta
Some work.
You
Never
gotta
work.
just put in the work.
And it's worth it. It's worth it for real. Like, that's how you really step on a shit. Like, you can't step on shit without it.
Yeah. Word. Dang. Just had something. And he's sitting in silence.
Been spacing it tonight.
Yeah. Well,
I'll just go.
yeah.
So when I saw you, I got the shirt.
Yeah.
And I got the energy drink. Mm-hmm. You tell the people about Zookergy.
Oh, yeah, man. For real, like, Sap came up with Zookergy. Everybody be thinking that should be me. That's really my baby right there. Because I ain't, like, when I met Sap, I was in my mama's basement. Like, I ain't really know what was what, like, how to really, bust the shit off. And they really, him and Maddie Gates, shout out my baby Maddie Gates, they took me through, like, artist development and really was, like, telling me, like, Sap sat me down, was like, yo, we got to attach something to your brand. We got to figure out what people saying about you. We got to make some type of product and create a buy-in for your brand. And I was like, all right, yeah. I'm with it. I had no idea what he was talking about, for real. He told me, go home and do my research. I ain't do no research. I had no idea. That shit overwhelmed the fuck out of me. I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So then, like, a couple days went by. He's like, I was like, I'm still working on it. You feel me? So then, at the time, too, we was working on a name for the album and shit. So I was, like, really focused on that, marinating on the album. I'm like, all right. I came up with, like, I think first I started with, like, Zook Energy. Then I was like, nah, I gotta be like something more like, you know what I'm saying, roll out the tongue. I was like, Zookergy. And then Sat was like, oh, bet, I got it. I'm gonna get us an energy drink. And I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, that just sound lit. Like a month. Honestly didn't, even still when he told me, it wasn't like, I didn't get it still.
Yeah.
Nah, it really, nah. So then he called me like a month later. He like, yo, they here. I'm like, what? He like, the drink. I'm like, oh shit, it's really here. It's really a drink, huh? He like, yeah. My baby was not playing, pulled up. He had boxes of that shit. I'm like, oh, this shit lit. Like, yo. So then, like, we just, like, really started running with that shit. Like, and it just really became, like, something to, like, create an experience. Like, at my shows, we get nigga samples, like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even for purchase at first. It was really just like we'd give them out, give samples, just take them, on the road with us to every show and just create an experience with it, so people really felt like they felt the energy and shit like that. And then people was just really like, yo, where can I get that? I want a whole case. I'm like, damn, you would really buy a case, huh? I'm like, all right, so shit. So then, called the manufacturer and got that joint jumping. And that's just how it was, for real. Now we got the hats on lock, you feel me? Zookergy trucker hats out right now, you feel me?
Word.
Yeah.
And you still got shirts and stuff too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got all that.
We can put all those links in the description.
Yeah, you feel me? We branded. We ain't playing.
So the energy drink was really just kind of like a branding and promotional thing for the album specifically?
Yeah.
Word.
Because,
that's
like,
dope.
for real, because Sav and Maddie Gate, they was, like, going down my page, and they was just saying, like, everybody keep talking about my energy. They was like, whatever we do with your brand or whatever product we get, it got to be tight. Because I think we went from, like, energy bar to, like, energy. It's, like, a bunch of different ideas, and it was just, like, Sav was like, nah, we going to get the energy drink. I ain't know how he was going to do it, what he was even talking about. I was just like, all right, bet.
Made that shit happen.
Yeah, nah, real shit.
You can't say anything lightly.
Yeah.
Everything he says is real.
Nah, real shit. So yeah, that's what it was for real. Like, and that's another thing where it's like I didn't really know about marketing or like really branding until I met them. Like, then they was really like just showing me how the shit supposed to be done or how you just like make certain moves come to life type shit. I was like, oh yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah.
Word. And kind of going off of that as far as like promotional stuff like content, social media content and all that, like where do you get your ideas for that, or like what's your process to come up with that stuff?
For real, man, everything 360. You gotta be on social media to know how to use social media. So like, especially like where it's like if I'm looking up to someone, especially and they kind of like I follow people that are within my market that have my market that I want. if that makes sense or whatever. So I'm seeing what they doing, and a lot of this shit 360, you just gonna take it from another nigga and do it your own way for real. So that's what I do for real. Like I see some of the stuff is very organic, where it's like, oh yeah, it just came to me, Raven Simone type shit. You know what I'm saying? And some of the shit like, oh I like how he did this. I'm gonna try to do this in my own little way. You feel? I might change up a couple things, but that's really what it be. And then I peep when somebody else do it, it's already been proven. So I'm real big into social media marketing. I also have another company, Zookergy Productions, which we handle a lot of different marketing and strategies and stuff like that. Okay. So I just peep like, okay, this trend has already been proven. So let me do it with my market and see how it works with my market. If it work, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it even better. If it work again, I'm gonna do it again. Yeah. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it even better. And I just keep that shit going for real. Like, and then sometimes like it be me, my wife, like we coming together, or even just like my group of friends just coming together exchanging ideas, where it's like we so passionate about the shit where it's like something gonna come from it, like we just take it from there. Sometimes it really just be like, oh let's I'm trying to do this, and it don't even come out how we intend for it to come out for real, but that shit be hard, and it be like, oh yeah, that shit hard. I ain't know what I was doing at first, but that shit was hard.
That's how it usually happens.
Yeah.
I think one of the videos you had was like you in the middle of a basketball court and the mic was hanging down. How'd you get the mic hanging down without?
Oh yeah, nah, that's just
Did you have somebody like holding that shit?
Nah. See, that'd be the thing too. Nah, that's what some niggas do. I know. I see a nigga hanging from the tree for real. Yeah. I'm like, oh, all right, he's sturdy, but nah, you never know for real. Cause what I do for real is I research a lot of stuff. So like I don't like to go in blind. Anytime I see something, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna research how he did that. Even if they might not tell me, I'm gonna figure out. None nigga TikTok gonna tell me what's up for real. Yeah. So I research a lot of stuff. So I think my man's pulled up and I had asked him like, oh, he told me to get the C-stand. I went on offer up, got that C-stand for $25, hang the mic on the C-stand, and that's really it. You know what I'm saying? That's a pop up and play video right there. That video took me less than an hour.
Yeah, right. Yeah, ain't much editing or nothing other than like where you want to start it, where you want to end it. Yep. Like
once you line it up, you punch everything, you clip everything out, and that's just what it come together like that.
I think a lot of artists around here could learn from that, just the whole idea of just making content and putting stuff out, because I just don't see a lot from people around here, including ourselves, like me and Sucio, we're working on an album and everything. We got a single that's going to be coming out soon, but like just trying to figure out how to make content to promote it and to be different and catch people's attention and everything, I
was watching some clip. Someone was saying, in his opinion, that artists are content creators now.
You kind of got to be like with anything that you do. It don't matter. Like if you're an entrepreneur, even if you sell cars, you're going to reach a completely different market than you are in person versus social media. Yeah. A lot of people that the target market is on social media. So why not get hit? You're going to lose out on that paper. It's a lot of paper out here.
Yeah.
I think the issue about content is really the budget. People think you need this big budget to do content. You could do the shit on your phone. You just got to do research. You got to research what apps are good, what people are using. You got to research these trends. You got to research certain strategies that you could use to get your shit to go up, and you got to be consistent. Facts. Some people, they get a role for like a week, and then you don't hear from them, you don't see nothing about it. Then niggas forget about that shit. Out of sight, out of mind.
That's probably one of the biggest things, consistency.
But what I think that's the overwhelming part, because what we do is we film, like, mind you, this is our third video today, right? We film 3-4 videos in a day. Right. So where it's like, all right, that's going to last me a whole week. I'm cool. I just popped out one day. Next week, I'm going to do the same thing. That's going to last me a whole week of content right there. I just busted out the whole week. You know what I'm saying? And I changed my outfit, changed the scenery, all types of shit.
Right. So they don't know it was all on the same day or nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
That's good. That's a good way.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it.
So that way it's not too overwhelming. Like, we prepare for that day. Like, all right, we going to bust it through all day. Bring the snacks, the water, the weed.
We're going to be out here for a minute.
Yeah.
Of course. This is social media day.
Nah, real talk. That's what it is on our calendar. It's content day. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? And then you set aside 2 days to edit, and you just bust it out. You figure out how you want, bust out every video day for this. But then that's a whole other thing itself, because you have to learn your insights and where you soar at on social media. Is Monday a good day for you to be posting, an announcement? Or is majority of your people online on Wednesday or Thursday?
Yeah.
That's when you should be like, if you about to announce something, or if it's something important, you lean towards those days of the week. If it's something like you just want to build your algorithm for the week, because that's a whole other market too, where it's like you got an Instagram now, it's all about algorithm. You gotta be in tune and build your algorithm up in the beginning of the week so that your shit can get seen, so that the important shit can get seen at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be crazy. It's a lot, but we teach it all at Zookergy Production. That's my company. You feel me? Anybody want to know more? Tap in with me. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Might need that.
Yeah, I got you.
That definitely sounds like a dope resource, and I assume like when you get back here and you start in like the community center and everything, that's you gonna kind of attach it to that, or?
Oh yeah, like I'm trying to really I'm trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? I think that's part of my purpose on life. Like me doing music, you feel me, is helping people, but like I could be helping people a lot of different ways. What I realized, like, cause a lot of people reach out to me, a lot of like my young boys or whatever, like just like people that know me, see me coming up and shit from around the way, like they reach out to me wondering like how you do. And I'm ignorant for a lot of people ignorant. I didn't know niggas ain't know.
Right.
So I was just kind of like, oh yeah, bro, this how you do that. I ain't know that. You ain't know that. And I'm thinking like, oh shit, like I remember the time I wasn't thinking like that until I got around sapping Maddie Gates for real. So then it's really just like, let me pass on this knowledge to other people so that y'all don't got to go through the same trial and error like I had went through, to make it easier for y'all to navigate through the shit. You feel me? Because I really want to see niggas win. So that's just kind of what I be on. Like, that's my whole goal for the thing where it's like, you come to me with a need or whatever. I want our community, like household resources, to be able to help, or at least like connect you to the right person, whether we outsourcing or whatever it is, like we going to get it done.
Yeah, facts. And it's so true. Like if you've never experienced it or been around it, like you don't know. Like there's no way for you to know.
Nah, you don't think to know.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even know what to look for.
You can't even think about it. Yeah.
Right.
Word. All right, bet. I think it's time for. Yeah. So this is our.
Shit.
This is the one segment. We're in season 3 now. I can't believe that. Yo, that's crazy. But yeah, this is basically we all spit 16. We put on a beat, and we just rock with it, and that's what it is. So if you haven't seen it before, that's what we do, and that's what we're about to do right now. Who wants to go first? Chris, you want to go first?
I want to go first.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I want to go
All right.
first.
You only got 16, or you just got 16, right?
I don't know
Okay.
I don't count bars. I don't even write.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Keep it going.
Yeah. Shout out to Flea on the beat too. That's my baby Flea. Yeah, Rap Diaries, we live. Zookie Baby. Best sleep I ever got was on the Simon's Gardens carpet. Mama kicked me out cause I was trying to be an artist. Did it on my own, I had to finish what I started. I've been hungry since the womb, yeah, that's why the flow retarded. Zookie Baby, I ain't never had a plan B. I can't name a nigga that ever put fear in me. Pussy wet, got a nigga about to hydroplane. Cut the check, baby, all I know is chicken wing. Listen, I'm my only fucking competition. Listen, I told you once before to pay attention. Listen, you not the only nigga on a mission. Listen, cause I've been working on my composition. Tell me who they fucking with, not me. Okay, ice around my neck, but this ain't hockey. Okay, I know she gon' ride it like a jockey. Okay, try to take me out, but couldn't stop me. I told him, listen, I'm my only fucking competition. Listen, I told you once before to pay attention. Listen, you not the only nigga on a mission. Listen, cause I've been working on my composition. Diamond test me, hold it to the light. I see them niggas walking around with the Maserati. I've been flying back and forth to get the paper right. He be selling dime bags, he don't push right. Zookie Baby. Yeah.
Was it me?
Shall go. Alright. Sucio on the beach with the suntan. Celebrating Juneteenth, I'm a black man. Bring the joints out, you know it's always the plan. Mademoiselle's in my room doing the can. Zookergy makes you wanna climb the Eiffel Tower. Rap Diaries, the best way to spend an hour. Channeling 16s like it's a superpower. Sucio sativa, every stoner's favorite flower. Try not to get paranoid. Got the strongest entourage of cannabinoids, like Sailor Popeye, spinach on steroids. I'm giving white girls fever like typhoid. It's a jungle out here, I feel like Spike Lee. Do the right thing and grow some legal weed. It'd be a better world, we all had a lot of green. Cash and weed in my jeans, bursting at the seams. Sucio.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know where to begin, but I gotta start somewhere, so I'm searching within. Here I am at the table, sitting with friends. Here I am at the table, spitting with them, spitting to you on the YouTube. So I gotta keep it real with that right boo, true. But I don't always need words, so whoop whoop with the soos with the zook. And I do what I wanna do when I wanna do where I wanna do while I'm drinking do while I'm in the tutu, while I aim my tutu and I'm shooting pew woo. I'm just having fun with this. You look stupid if you think that I'm serious. Sucio, Zookie Baby, you already know. Season 3 is right here when we ready to go.
Yo. Give it up for the participants.
I'm not gonna lie, that beat gets weird in the middle. I couldn't find where the one was, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just start. Let's fade that joint out.
Nah, that shit hard. I like that y'all do that shit. That shit hard.
Word.
Thank you.
Good shit. One more time, that was... All right. So, as we kind of move forward, what current projects are you working on right now?
I'm about to drop a single. I can't really tell you when yet because I ain't even like submitted for real.
Okay.
But I don't know. Hopefully within like the next month or so. It's called Ain't Shit For Real. This single, I originally wrote it for somebody else, but I was just like, Sat was like, yo, you gotta drop. Like, what is you trying to drop? And I had originally told I was gonna drop something else, and I was like, nah, if they not gonna take that, I'm just gonna drop that, bro, because I like that John. Like,
Word.
so then we just kind of came up with that, like, all right, bet. So I'm still like trying to get it together because I don't want to rush it because it was kind of like I switched one single out just to do this one. So I just shot the cover today. I'm gonna try to get some content rolling first before I really like submit it.
Yeah.
So and then I gotta get it mastered out. So probably like within the next month, be dropping a single. Really just trying to hit on with some singles for real. Like all year, the rest of the year, I'm just dropping singles. I'm just trying to get back in my groove for real.
Word.
I ain't dropping like 2 years for real. So like I've been like business oriented, trying to get acclimated out LA, like even entering into the songwriting type. It was new for me. So now I'm trying to get back in my real like music bag. So yeah, I got some shit. Definitely be on the lookout for that.
And what's the name of the single?
It's called Ain't Shit, produced by Sap.
Ain't Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
You have like a rollout plan, like a
Yeah.
timeline of what you do.
Yeah.
before you release a single.
Yeah, that's why I like kind of like what I'm telling you now is kind of like that's why I'm like I don't want to give you an exact date and then I don't have certain because I have to have like at least 15 days worth of content. Like me personally, that's my preference where I like to shoot at least 15 days worth of content first before I even drop.
Yeah.
That way the other 15 days I can shoot while I'm in the midst of rolling out the first 15 days.
Right.
So it just kind of take a little weight off me because I don't want there to be no dead space where it's like niggas don't know about the single. Like every day you gonna know about the single. Yeah.
Yeah.
Word. And you mentioned like songwriting, so you be writing for other artists and stuff too.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't even consider.
Ghostwriting, that's like a whole thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, nah, it's definitely a link. I really enjoyed it for real. Like I especially like when they allow me to really come in and be a part of the whole joint. Like it's a really dope experience. So I'm really fucking with it.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, it could be a motherfucker too though. It could definitely be a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Word. What we got next, Sucio?
All right. Yeah, if you could work with any artist, who would it be?
Drewski.
You could pick one artist. Drewski?
Yeah, Drewski.
Okay.
He not really like, you feel me? Some people may not respect it, you feel me? But I'm a big fan of Drewski. Even though he just did that song out London, I fuck with that song for real.
Word.
Fire, I love Drewski.
I really listen like that, so I'm gonna have to tune in.
I'm standing on Bennett. Nah, for real. I say Drewski because I really don't be listening to nobody for real, especially like when I'm in like I I listen to a lot of local people. Like shout out my baby Ivory. I would love to do a song with Ivory. Shout out my baby Karma. I love to do a song with Karma. Like people like that I got reached to like that. Like those are people I listen to. But industry wise, like a lot of people don't really like strike me nowadays, I guess. Like, and then I be so in tune with like my sound, and I'm writing for somebody else. Like, so a lot of times, even when I'm in the car, I don't listen to like
mainstream.
Yeah, I really don't, because I don't even like. I think just as a creator, like I like admiring it. I like listen to it when I do hear a good song. I'm like, oh yeah, that's hard. But I don't want to like get I don't want to get my sound like contaminated.
Yeah, you don't want to sound like that.
Yeah, so I just be like, yeah.
Yeah, you still gotta do you.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't no disrespect, but yeah, nah.
Word. What all the different performances you done? I know you said around here, kind of like the biggest thing you did, which really is one of the biggest things around here, was the Ladybug Festival out in Cali. Though you said you performed at some other stages. What's your favorite performance or like memory from a performance?
I got my all-time favorite one for real was actually out Dover, when I had I had this song out called "Give 'Em Hell." This kind of even how like Sap heard of this. How Sap found out about me. I had this song out called "Give 'Em Hell," and I was just going around performing it like everywhere. Like every day I had a show, like just open mic, whatever, like showcase, whatever. You feel me? It could be in studio session. I was just making sure I performed that song or whatever. So I guess like a month after I had dropped that song, I had went out Dover. I was asking like if I could do a show out there, and I don't really be out Dover like that. I was asking this promoter like, yo, I really want to perform. She's like, all right, yeah, I want you to come out and perform. Da da da. So I went out there and performed, and it was people singing the words to my song, and that shit just completely caught me off guard.
Oh shit!
I was like, cause I didn't know. Like for one, I don't be out Dover like that, and then like I just ain't know people was really fucking with the song like that. Like I was kind of just minding my own business. I just really wanted to perform, doing my own thing. I was like, I don't give a fuck who like it or not. I just really want to perform. Yeah. And I looked and I was just like, oh shit, like they singing that shit. Like that shit had me super hyped. Like I just remember that moment. I was super hyped. But another show like that was when I did SOBs, because I was opening up for one of Nip artists, RP Nip. I was opening up Jay Stone. I was opening up for Jay Stone, and that wasn't like, I didn't really know the market like that. And I was just like, I knew everybody was there to see Jay Stone though. So I'm like, all right, he let me open up for him. So I didn't really know how they was gonna take to me or whatever. And everybody was I was signing titties, all types of shit into that show. They was fucking with me, like selling all types of merch. I was just shocked. Cause me personally, I don't even go to shows. So to see like that type of like milieu there, like I'm like, oh, these some diehard motherfucking fans. Like, so it was basically everybody who was fucking with Jay Stone, they was fucking with me. Like I still got mad fans from that show that night. So those are my two like top shows for sure.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay. Word.
That's crazy. That's how you know you made it, signing titties, man.
Yeah, man, signing some titties.
That's how you know.
Oh my gosh. What we got next, Sucio?
All right, so who or what motivates you to keep going as an artist?
Oh man, like well, one is just my daughter, because my daughter, she's special. She got the sauce, she really got the sauce. And when I was a kid, I didn't know I had the sauce, so I try to remind her, and really like I want her to see like that she really got the sauce, because I think like the youth is the future, and that'll like carry her a long way in life, like learning that at a young age, that how talented and special she is. So I try to bring her. She honestly would have been here today, but she chose to opt out or whatever. But really just to show her, for her, I want to be able to put her on certain platforms. And my daughter do music, she act, she's very talented, a lot of gymnastics, now she into ballet now, all types of stuff. But I think anything she do, she'll excel in, and as long as she put her mind to it. So I just be trying like and I just love doing it too, you feel me? Like I just love doing what I do, for real. But I really just be trying to show her like she could do whatever like she want to do, for real. Word. And I just think I'm good as shit. Yeah. Like I think I'm too good to be sitting on, you feel me, the couch somewhere. Like I'm too fucking good. So yeah, that's just how I feel. Big stepper.
Where I feel like just showing too, like what hard work and everything what can come from that, not just like you said, not just sitting on the couch and hoping and praying something comes up. It's like you got to put in the work, you got to step out.
keep going, stay consistent.
Yeah.
Big thing.
Yeah, and then for real, like I ain't never really come from like nothing really like, you know, I ain't have like certain things in life and shit, and I want to be able to like when my daughter get out of college, I want to be her first investor. I want to be able to pay off her college. I want her to get out of college in debt. Just certain things that I want to acquire in my life where it's like, okay, if this is going to get me here, this is where we about to be going. This is exactly, and we about to go full sail with it too.
Full Sail and Full Sail University, or
Nah, I did want to go there though. I did want to go there, but I went to a lot of different colleges, but I never graduated from none of them.
What I don't know. What are some other just like random thoughts you have that you think people can benefit from hearing?
Man, something like just to pick out what you said, consistency for real. Like I was doing things. I think why people gravitated towards like asking me questions and they thought I knew like what I was doing, but to be honest, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just very passionate about what I was doing, and I didn't give a fuck what nobody thought or cared about what I was doing. And that's how you kind of that's how you set yourself apart from a lot of different people when you really just like doing the shit. It's just like I use myself as a tester. Whatever worked, I paid attention to it. What didn't work, I also paid attention to it and remember to not do that shit again.
Right.
And just being consistent for real. Like I also was able to build a team of passionate people around me to where the budget wasn't like a factor, where it was just like, yo, like we want to see you win. Like get those type people around you where it's like they don't want parts of this, parts of that. They understand the grind of it, the independency of it. So where it's just like you can just do you and come up and figure this shit out as y'all coming up. But you gotta have a certain just level of respect and trust with that person where it's like, yo, like when shit get, you know what I'm saying? Just know I'm coming for you type shit. But I think that really like helped me a lot, just having good people around me too. And everybody was like understood their position too.
Yeah.
Like wasn't nobody like upset because they wasn't the star or because they wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's job was mad important, you know what I'm saying? So nah, I really had some good people. Like I just let Brand Ambassador be, you feel me? That's my baby right there. Like he helped me on tour, you feel me? He gave me a market. He went to Virginia Tech at the time. So it was like I just had good people around me. We went on tour. We was able to like take over the whole campus, you feel me? Do the Zookergys out there. We set up all types of shit. I had a brand ambassador in Washington State. She started off as like my nail tech type shit, you know what I'm saying? She was just like, yo, I fuck with your music heavy. Like I was like, oh, all right. She ended up getting us a show out her state, and we ended up just like rocking out there. Like it was just like I had mad people just really like, yo, we want to see you win. Like what do we need to do to get you to this level, that level, whatever it takes. Like this is what we want to do. And there's people going out their way with their own time, sometimes their own money, you know what I'm saying, just their own energy. And it wasn't like, oh, you owe me now or nothing. It was just like, yo, we want to, you know what I'm saying, we really rooting for you type shit. So I think that really helped me out a lot. And really too, like just investing in stuff like me, like reason why we even got the production company going now is because I started realizing that how valuable long form content was for real. And it was just like, I'm not going to pay somebody to shoot these videos, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to pay nobody to shoot videos for Instagram. So I locked myself in a room and I learned how to do that myself. You know what I'm saying? Like take time out. If this is what you really want to do and the budget not there, figure the shit out. Like mind you, like niggas spending how much at the stew when you can go buy a mic, you can go buy an interface, you go buy a laptop. Don't go to the studio for 3 to 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Just save up, stack your bread, and go buy all that equipment. Learn how to do that shit. Now you ain't got to wait for nobody. You ain't got to go back, ask for your stems. You know what I'm saying? Just cut out a lot of that stuff. Cut down the budget. You could do stuff however you want. You could drop whenever you want. Just doing different stuff for real. Create my own resources. It's a lot, but it's better when you got everything under one roof, though, too. So, yeah, that's the advice I got for real.
I feel like we always...
Company keys very important.
Mm-hmm.
We always get into talks about going to the studio or just getting your own gear and recording. And I guess for me, because I have a studio, I'm like, nah, y'all should come to the studio. But I mean, I think it just depends on what your goals are and what you want to get out of it too, because some people just don't have the patience to sit down and mess with that stuff, because it takes time to learn all that,
Yeah.
So you got to be willing to put in that effort. And if you ain't, then yeah, maybe just going to the studio, letting somebody else do that is a better move.
Cool. And if you do that, you can't complain about you not having money for this, that, the third, because you know what I'm saying, it's going to the stew. Fuck is you talking about? You put it in the stew versus sitting there learning. And my thing is too, like, And I'm talking heavy, but for real, Sat bought me all my studio equipment. Shout out my baby. But listen, but I had studio equipment before he bought my studio. I had my own studio equipment, but then he upgraded my shit, you feel me?
Okay.
But I'm just saying though, like even before that, I was on that type tip where it was just like I was spending mad money in the studio. And I realized like, yo, like, nah, this shit a ticket. Like I'm about to just figure this shit out on my own. Like it just saved me a lot of time, a lot of money.
Yeah.
And also just being able to hear it differently. Being able to wake up whenever I want to wake up and create is like a gift for me. Like that's how I live my life too. So it's just like, nah, I want to be able to do that for real.
Yeah.
So, niggas spend mad money on weed. Niggas spend money on what they want to spend. So that's why I'm not big on excuses.
Yeah.
If niggas say this is what they want to do, go do it. Then figure out how to do it. That's what I'm about.
I almost feel like budgeting should be something that that artists should think about as well, because like you want to account for studio time if you are going to the studio, or just the time you're going to spend doing this, that, or whatever. But you also got to figure out, how am I making that money back? You
Right.
know, I think a lot of people don't think about they don't think like as a business, you know. So
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You got to think of yourself as a business. Like you are a walking business. You're
yeah.
the literal face of your business.
So you gotta figure out, how much money am I spending on studio time? How much money, if you are paying someone to shoot the video, how much do I spend on video? How much am I spending for mastering, for whatever else you're doing? You know, if you got somebody else shooting the content, hopefully you got people around you. You got a team around you that's supporting you, and they're working with you until you're at a point where everybody can really win. You know.
No, thanks.
But yeah. I don't even remember what I was just saying. Yeah. I mean,
Space cadet.
I know. I'm everywhere today.
But I also get my shit sent out for mixing. I don't mix my shit myself. So it's really like, if you learn how to track your vocals, then you cool.
Yeah.
And then you send it out. Shout out my baby Jumbo Sounds on the mix. Yeah.
Word. All right. What I talked about it a little bit earlier, but just in general, what can people look forward to from you in the future? I guess give us a recap.
I mean, so really a lot for real. I guess one thing I can say is, as of right now, we do have to discontinue the Zookergy, the actual energy drink.
Oh no.
Just for right now, just because I am in the process of like getting a new manufacturer, and that could take, I honestly don't even know for real, because I got to do my own research on just like my standards and like how I want to go about it and budgeting wise. Just because the one I was originally working with after COVID, inflation was crazy, so it's just like I'm not able to meet in the middle with the price with them, so I just had to kick it with them. So unfortunately we had to do that. But outside of that, I'm really just transitioning into like yes, I do music, but I'm also like influencer mode. I'm also like trying to get into acting, also just trying to get into like a lot of different things, like entrepreneurship, just a lot of different things. So with the merch, I'm trying to level up on the merch. I want to just really come up with like some fashionable pieces as well. And really just like connected to the music for real. Like one thing they gonna be expecting from me is a lot more music, because I ain't dropping like 2 years.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, just a lot more music, a lot more creative content, a lot more like showing people how I'm actually doing it. You know, I got the vlog series out right now. Really just showing people how I'm doing it for real, because I didn't peep that other people ain't know how to do certain stuff. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna show y'all how I did it. If it worked for y'all, cool. Some shit may not work for y'all, but you know what I'm saying? This is how I did it. So yeah.
Something else I just thought of that tends to come up, as far as like hometown fans or supporters or whatever versus like out of state people. So did you feel like in state versus Cali, one of those had like, you felt more love and support from one or the other?
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would say I'm not like there's like a lot of different It's hard to kind of explain Cali because, to be honest, when I first came to Cali, I had it in. I was having my way because, I knew SAP. I knew a lot of people out there already that already had a lot of different motion. And they was bringing me in. I didn't have to get vetted or none of that shit. It was just like, yo, you with us.
Right.
So, but then I started, like, getting immersive into, like, the open mic scene, into, like, the showcase scene, the promoter scene. Now, that side is more so like, oh, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, we don't know. You have to prove yourself here for you. You know what I'm saying? So in that way, it was kind of expected, though. I wouldn't say it was like but there is a certain milieu in Cali where it's like, they want to see you win if you from there. If you not really from there, then it's kind of like, oh yeah, you cool, but because it's like they feel like you stepping on a motherfucker toes that's been there for a minute. Yeah. That's been, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of go like different ways where you be at. But luckily, like, I just was able to kind of walk in on a lot of shit for real, where it was just like, I got respect from a lot of niggas and just a lot of love from niggas just off the strength that I was with certain people and moving accordingly for real. But here, like, this is the thing about here too, where it's like, this is my home, so a lot of people know me here just for like even before Zookie, you know what I'm saying? So and they just like respect, and they've been watching me grind and work hard, and it's a certain like root for you to win because it's like they've seen the journey type shit. Where it's like niggas that I just met over there, it's more so just like, oh, if you with him, we fuck with you. We don't even know how long it took you to get here or type shit. It's just like, oh, you with him, we fuck with you type shit. So it's a different type of love. That's how I look at it. It's just a different type of love. Like, I do appreciate the love that I get here more. I would say that just because it's like people here really know me. Yeah. And like I could tell, like, just when they like when I see people and like they tell me certain stuff and I'm like, I really appreciate, like, they was really rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate that type shit.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, I know some nigga, they be complaining
hometown
they don't get love, but I get a lot of love here.
Yeah. I think it's one of a lot of people talk a lot about that, getting more love out of state than in state. And, I think it just depends on the situation and knowing like who rocks with your music and who doesn't, and catering to the people that get into your music, Yeah,
some people don't put themselves within the right market too. And then I think some of that I got more love outside of the state. Some of that should be cap, you ask me. Because I seen this shit firsthand. I seen a nigga pull up to the club with 20 of his niggas, and all 20 of his niggas was on board. You pull up to another club, you don't got them 20 niggas, it's crickets. I seen this shit firsthand. So it's just like, that's how you really know when you got it though, for real. I didn't pull up dolo, captured the whole room type shit. Like, that's what I do. Like, if you do it, then do it.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Happening in Cali.
Yeah, you feel me?
Word. I think this might be a good spot to kind of wrap it up. I think we definitely had some good talks, good conversation, and everything. Let's give it up one more time for Zookie Baby.
Give it up.
Thanks again for joining us.
Of course.
For everybody tuning in on YouTube and wherever else you might eventually hear this, we'll have some links in the description. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Any comments you got, any thoughts or anything, feel free to put them in there. Any disagreements, agreements, whatever, if you want to show love or whatever, feel free to do that. And, next week we'll definitely have another special guest, so make sure you tune in to find out who that is. We appreciate y'all. This is Rap Diaries Season 3, Episode 1, and that's a wrap. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, Zookie Baby,
Rap Diaries. Rap Diaries. Rap.